Y'all come on in, baby. Come on in. I wait for everybody to come on in. 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 Y'all keep on coming in. Keep on coming in. Come in. Y'all know when I go live. Y'all know I'm gonna go live. Keep on coming in. Keep coming in. Keep on coming in. Keep on coming in. Come on in. That's right. Keep on coming in. Y'all keep on coming in. Come on 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 in. Come on.
There's no budget here at the Boom Boom Room. See, we have no glam squad here. There's no hairstylist, no nail technician, no makeup artist, just you. This is a do-it-yourself type of gig over here, sweetie. So guess what? This will separate the little girls from the women. Now let's get to it.
Y'all keep on coming in. Come on 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 in. Y'all come on in, baby.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the second season of the Boom Boom Room presents Real Talk. I'm your host, Chevellebrooks, and we are here each and every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock, and we are back. We have a new set. We have the same sound and the same host, and it's me, Judge. I'm so glad to be back. I had to take a little hiatus, you know, Corona had got crazy, bitch didn't want nobody in her house and all that kind of stuff like that. So, bitch, I'm back. I got a new set, same chairs though, child. So I'm working on some chairs, child. So if anybody want to sponsor me some chairs for the new season of season 2 of the Boom Boom Room presents Real Talk, y'all, give me some motherfucking chairs, you know, because they will look nice. I got all of the new stuff. So I'm trying to get some other stuff. Okay, y'all hear Vodka in the background. Vodka still here. Hey, Vodka.
What's up?
Child, we back, child.
Okay.
Okay, thanks. We moving into the fall.
Mm-hmm.
We had to take the break like the summer, like Wendy Williams and all of them had to take a break and stuff. So we had to take a break too. You know, we had did a couple of shows and we had a good season. We had a good run. I think they renewed us for season 2. They renewed us for season 2, child. But in the process, I had a wonderful job this summer, and we're still going strong. And I think we're going into I don't know what season we're going into on that, but I think we still on season 1, and it's called Our Point of View. So I hope you guys have been tuned in to Our Point of View. I don't know if Vodka's showing it or not. He's worried about the applause or not, but you know, we have a flyer. Same shit, y'all. Same shit. But every Wednesday night, right after this, as a matter of fact, at 10 p.m., we're going to have Our Point of View. So please tune in to watch myself, Nicole Dupree, Neil Dupree, and my son, Tevin, no relation, St. James. It's been a wonderful run. We talk about everything, social media, all that kind of stuff. You can take the flyer down now, Vodka. Yeah, you don't have to, they get the gist. See, you know, when the person been off, y'all know the first day be so rough. You know, but we go get through this shit. We gonna get through it all. We gonna get through it. But y'all, we talk about current events, social media tea. If you post it, we talking about it. If we seen it, somebody sent it to us, we talking about it. Okay, we talk about voting, so it's very important that you vote. I need you guys to vote. Come November, I need y'all to let your voice be heard. Please get out there and vote. It's very important that you do. If you're not registered, please go and get registered to vote, because it is imperative that you do that. Okay? Okay. Please. We beg you, Janet. We beg you, Janet. We on season 2. And we begging you to do the right thing. And that's to vote. Okay? Okay. Now, I hope you guys are still out there being safe, wearing your mask, washing your hands, and all the things like that. So, I want to get this show right along. I'm so excited about this next guest. This is my little sister. She's all the way from Dallas, Texas. I want you guys to show some love, show some hearts, and put your hands together for Armani Nicole Davenport. Hey, Jazz! Yeah! No, that's Rusty. Vodka, you fucking up already. How you gonna mess that woman interest up like that? You know, I'm just saying, hey, sister, you was nice.
Hey, sister.
Oh, girl, you came in like that was a wedding dress, girl.
Ooh, gotta get married or something.
Okay, gotta find a man first, huh? Oh, you probably...
Well, we're gonna leave that.
We're gonna leave that alone, Jay. I would say, sister, welcome to the Boom Room Real Talk.
I'm glad to be here.
I'm so glad you decided to come and join me and have this conversation.
Oh, yes, I've been waiting.
I know, girl. We had to go. We had to go on hiatus. We had to go. We had to go and do some things and think about some things and stay safe and all that kind of stuff. So, how you been during this Corona time?
I actually been good. I've been staying at home, trying to stay away from the people.
Okay, social distancing.
Yeah. I just recently just started back getting out, trying to do different things.
I have too. I'm trying to get my life back in tune and trying to get things back in order, trying to get a flow of normalcy without being afraid to go out, but it's still kind of like crazy during these times and stuff like that. So I just maybe once a month. I mean, if that.
I think because a lot of people that's close to me had the symptoms, and so they was going through it. But I got tested 3 times and still came up negative. So it's kind of like just trying to still stay safe and
been doing what you've been doing.
Yeah.
Doing what you've been doing. Well, as usual, and as in season 1, I got a little cocktail for you, and we always sponsor. You got your cocktail vodka? All right. We always sponsor. We say sponsored by, but Pink Whitney ain't sponsored yet, so we hoping that Pink Whitney does, because we are here at the Bimbo Room with Pink Whitney Wednesday.
Okay,
Cheers. Okay, cheers. So we're going to get us a little sip. I hope you have your glasses too, so cheers to you. That's what make it.
All that.
Make it.
All that.
Y'all here's New Amsterdam, Jim. Just can't stop. Sipping it. Oh, like that. Girl, have you tried it in a daiquiri form?
I have.
Oh, girl, I drink the. Oh, girl, I'll be in here just toe up in my own little boudoir. I don't go nowhere. I make my own at home.
Well, let me tell you. We went to the QT and got a little slushy.
Oh, and pour something in the slush. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm gonna have to do that because they got that green apple slush mixed with that pink lemonade. Oh, that'll be everything. So y'all going on out there and get y'all some Pink Whitney, because every Wednesday I'm having Pink Whitney here with my guests. And even on the Our Point of View show, it's Pink Whitney Wednesday. Everything is Pink Whitney. Pink Whitney. We love Pink Whitney. So, Armani, you originally you live in Dallas right now, right?
Yes.
And that's where you call home for quite some time now. Where are you originally from?
I'm originally from Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
How long have you been in Dallas?
Since 05.
Have you been enjoying the life there in Dallas?
Well, I'm still there.
What? Okay, what is life like in Dallas that's different from life in Baton Rouge?
It's something to do.
Ain't nothing to do in Baton Rouge, girl. Well, that's why y'all.
I think because I grew up there, that's just like with New Orleans. Like I stayed between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, and like ever since Katrina, like during Katrina, well, I was living in New Orleans when Katrina actually took place.
Okay.
So ever since like Katrina, it's like things are different there, so it's just not as fun as it used to be. So I guess like traveling different places and going to bigger cities like other than Baton Rouge, I actually learned to love the lifestyle of the nightlife, and Baton Rouge was like lack thereof. gay community was like really, really small.
They really never had like a really big nightlife in Baton Rouge for the LGBT community there. I remember performing there a couple of times, and we would always end up going to New Orleans after the fact.
Yeah.
You know, so well, who were some of your inspirations as a young kid growing up in Baton Rouge?
For us on the scene?
Yeah, on the scene, or just inspirations in your life period.
Well, in my life, it had to be my mother. Very positive. She was okay with my lifestyle when I decided. Now, she cut up when I first told her. She was mad probably a couple of days. But she easily got over it. So, you know, that was a good thing for me because, like, I feel like I'm my mama's baby.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like if she would have turned her back on me, then I would have probably, I don't know where I would have been, but definitely upset.
How is the dynamic between you and your family and your gay family that you have?
Everything is good because my mom knows Alexis is my gay mother,
Mm-hmm.
and they ask about each other. So
they know each other.
Yeah, unfortunately. So it definitely be a problem because you got to get chastised by
both of them. Who were some of your drag influences?
Oh, I have to say the late Allegra White.
Allegra.
Yes. Tierra Dominique.
Mm-hmm. Well, she was a good Then she wanted to drop on me.
Who's Tierra Dominique?
Yes, girl.
That's Tierra. Misha Hurst, Miss Cat.
Oh, Miss Cat. Oh, I love Miss Cat. Miss Cat was a kid. Oh my God.
She still is.
I haven't seen Miss Cat in years. Is she like in California or something?
Yeah,
like?
she's in California.
All right, shout out to Miss Cat, girl. Yes.
Misha Hurst. The Hurst don't hurt me.
The Hurst don't hurt me, girl.
Oprah Vanderhurst, Mercedes Black, Corian Sinclair, P. Collins.
Oh, girl, all those bring back so many memories.
Yes, Mia Bonet, Italy Zaire, Creamer, Sherry. I kind of just grew up watching those ladies.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Because it was some phenomenal entertainers in New Orleans, still is. But I even got my start kind of in New Orleans myself. How did you start performing?
Okay, so let me say, I was 16 years old, and I was dating this guy. He had to be like 20-something. And so Corian was doing Miss Louisiana America. And so, like, I couldn't get into the club because I looked so young. So, this P. Collins was like, well, we're gonna put you in drag, and then I said, drag? I'm not doing that.
You know, man, we're gonna dress up as a girl to get in the club.
So they was like, once you get in there, you can take that off and just go put on your boy clothes. And I was like, okay. So they ended up paying me and Derek, which is Sasha.
Derek and Sasha now?
Derek is Sasha. What's Sasha Black? I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Sasha Black? Well, she don't do drag no, I don't think. But,
yeah. Okay.
Okay, so they end up dressing us up, and then we end up going to the pageant. So once I had got in, I was like, oh, girl, I think I like this.
So after that, you started performing.
So after that, I got dressed up, and we went to the club. And once I left the club, I was just like, I think I want to do this. So then they end up having talent night. Probably like a week later, I did talent night, and that's how it like all started. But you know, like back in the day, how newcomers be talking about they not doing the show, they not going first, and all of that because I don't know why. Because they newcomers.
Okay.
Well, I come from like you had to work to be even considered
And
to
you
get
did,
a check.
And you did tell them that for a long time, and then when you started, you get that $25 check if it's $25.
Yeah, and you was open up for the known girls to really get your name out there. So girls that have been there and served their time before you, you didn't have no choice on what number you go. You was number one.
Mm-hmm.
You was number one, or if they had another newcomer, you was number two.
You was number two.
And that was only so they have time to get ready after they did their opening. So, being a newcomer, you didn't have no choices. You was just what they said.
And baby, I've been number one and number two for a long time. I've been number 1, 2, and 3 for a very long time until I got, up in how they felt like I was worth of being later on after 5 later on in the show. So back then, were you sew a lot of your own costumes
yes.
and everything? Were you sewing back then, or did you teach yourself how to sew? How did that come about?
My mom and my granny and my great aunt made clothes. So like during school, like I did homemade and stuff like that. Never thought I would be sewing dresses and all of that. But I kind of knew my way around the sewing machines. Didn't know much about sewing no show clothes, but I ended up getting with Mercedes Black and Demario. And Demario actually showed me how to first start cutting out stuff. And I was like, okay. And he was like, and if you don't know how to really deal with the pattern, let me show you. And he made me lie down on the floor, and he shaped my body, and he cut it. And I was like, oh. So when I first started sewing, I tell people, come lay on the floor.
I remember you when you sewed for me, you had told me to lay on the floor. I was like, well, good, this is different. So, girl, it worked though.
Yeah. So I got the hang of it and just started doing everything. It went from there to backstage, and my favorite people that I looked up to in pageants and dealing with our fat mother all the time.
That would teach you a whole lot.
To stay out the dressing room.
Baby, that would teach you a whole lot.
That definitely teach you to stay out the dressing room.
Most people only see Armani, the showgirl, who they see all the time. But who is Armani on a normal, everyday basis when we don't see her?
I think I'm the same person. Like, I have the same energy, the same attitude. I'm more frontwards than backwards. Like, whatever I'm going to say, I'm not going to hide behind it. I'm going to say it. And whatever have to come after that, then that's how I feel it's going to be. Because I just haven't been the person for anybody to shut up or be just about my feelings.
That's a bad illusion.
Yeah, probably so. But I'm a Taurus also, so I think that has something to do with it.
What are some of your hobbies?
Oh, sewing, cooking, doing hair. It used to be makeup, but I just only found the need for it now.
So you don't feel like doing that no more. I love to have your cooking though. You cook really good. So if you haven't had Armani's cooking, y'all need to try, because honey, she can burn that. That's what Calixtus always, have her come over there. Either she's sewing something, doing her hair, or cooking. She
all at the same time?
Yeah, she put y'all to work. She put y'all to work.
It's a slave house.
And I want you to know that these questions come from your peers and your family members. They don't come from just me. Okay. So I have my own thing, and I usually tell the people that before, we even get to this point. But, we didn't have that conversation, but I want you to know that these do come from your peers and your family members and people that love you and want to know more about you and want other people to know more about you and the real Armani.
Cool.
A great deal of people who encompass the LGBTQIA plus community join the rainbow families because they are devoid of the love and support from their biological families. Tell the viewers about your relationship with your bio family and how you chose your rainbow family.
Well, I didn't have an opportunity to pick my real family, so they deal with me and I deal with them. But my immediate family, like, I'm more closer to my mom's side of the family than my dad's side. Mm-hmm. And that's just because I basically grew up under my grandmother, so I definitely was a grandmother's baby, so I stayed on her side. But it paid off. I still get along with everybody. And I think if they have a problem with me, they just won't tell.
They don't say anything.
Yeah.
They just talk amongst themselves and they don't even,
They're not going to let me know they actually have a problem.
Uh-huh.
And when it got to my gay family, I've been through a lot of families.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yes. And it wasn't because that they did me anything wrong. It just wasn't the connection that I felt that I was looking for.
The fit wasn't there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've been, just to name a few, I've been to Andrews, I've been to Zaire, I've been to Black, I've been to Monet.
Girl?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so just going through those families, just learning, I just didn't feel like I fit in.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was things like my sister and them that kept me afloat. It's just that when it came to parenting, I just didn't feel like we were meant to be, if you kind of get it.
Mm-hmm.
My judge.
I get your judge. You gotta have that mesh, and that's what I say about families and when people ask you to be your child, to be their parent or anything like that, you have to have a connection with people. And that's what I like to have with my kids. It's not about you living for me because I'm Chevelle Brooks.
Right.
I need you to live for me because of the way I handle things in my life and how I carry myself as a person and how I am as a human being and my well-being, and see how I care for my kids.
Right.
That's how I want the relationship with my kids to be, because I don't care if you do shows. I don't care if you do pageants or none of that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't expect for you to care for my career, but I expect for you to live your life accordingly, safe, and be a productive citizen in the community. So how did you feel about your kids and the connection that you and your kids have?
Well, I think like when I switched over, when Calexis became my mom, like we clicked from the first day. She wasn't my mother, but we just clicked as, oh girl, I see you.
Mm-hmm.
And a couple of weeks later, then I was at her home, and she was like, oh, this is my little daughter. So I was like, oh, okay. And so like when it kind of fit in, and then it was, I had an opportunity to meet Sahara, Deja, London, Vega, and so all of us that clicked at one time.
Yeah.
They liked my personality, like I just fit in. So once I fit in, like I was like, this is home for me. And then I started bringing my kids along, but I always make sure that me and my kids have like a good relationship. Like a lot of times you have to remember that you may not talk to your kids every day or every hour on the hour, or even a week or a month. But you know when y'all have a good chemistry, because when y'all finally connect again, it's like y'all never separated. And I think like dealing with each one of my kids, I always have that bond with them that I don't feel like they're using me. Because a lot of times, you have like your club kids, you have your kids that you can really talk business with, and you have your preteen kids that calls you mom, but you never know that you're a kid.
Baby, they have a lot of them. There's a lot of aunties and nieces and nephews.
Yeah.
And all that kind of shit. Oh, yeah, girl.
So then, hey, granny.
Hey. Do you experience any struggles or obstacles maintaining Armani in the nationally known Davenport dynasty?
I don't think I do. I think like everything, I'm me like 100%. Like I didn't come into the dynasty trying to be anyone else. So I think a lot of times, like when you deal with people trying to impress someone else to fit in, that's when you have problems. I came in being myself. Hey, you gonna like me, love me, or hate me? Bitch, I don't give a fuck. I'm still here.
And I think that's a lot of things some of them try to do. They try to impress, and you should just be yourself.
Yeah.
And that will make people like you better.
Yeah, because you can see through a fake facade.
Oh yeah, it's either that or ooh, child. I just don't know because someone. Okay, let's. Do you use the success of your mother and siblings to motivate you?
The success of my mother's and others to motivate me?
Or in your siblings? Or do you just want me to say the success of your mother's? Girl, oh my God.
I feel like we all have our own special niche that we bring, and I just feel like I didn't have to use the success of someone else because I feel like I was talented by myself.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like I was just brought into a talented household, and dealing with collectors like my peers see her as being, this fabulous collector. So I look at her as mama, and I have respect for her, but when it comes to entertainment, I can tip her and walk off, and I just don't have to stand there and be gazed up in her face, because I know what she's gonna do. So,
okay.
I just think it's different. Like, yeah.
And I appreciate to hear your perception of the relationship that you and her have, because it's kind of like the relationship me and her have.
Mm-hmm.
And our relationship is more of a sisterly mother-daughter relationship.
Right.
So it's good to hear like the how you and her relate to each other, and it gives like a lot of the other ones that's watching, an understanding about you and her relationship.
Yeah, like our relationship is, she's mom, I'm the baby girl, and I'm very spoiled, and I just feel like can't nobody take my place, ain't nobody gonna take my place.
Mm-hmm.
It's no one that she would actually let come into the house, and they're gonna be okay by getting past me first and foremost. Because I have my sisters that, you're in the group. We make a group. We put you in the group.
Okay.
And we ask each other, what do you think?
What do you think, girl? Like a girl. And sometimes it don't even matter what we think, but that's how we will go about treating that person, because it ain't even gonna matter what Alexis think. So and she don't really care.
Yeah, she comes in, she was like, this is y'all sister. No, that is your
That
child.
is your child.
That is not my sister, that's your child.
Yeah, and people have to understand those relationships. You have a lot of siblings, and some are very successful in their own chosen careers. Which siblings do you look up to, if any?
I just think it would have to be basically all my sisters. I get like life out of all my sisters, including you when it comes to you dancing, or just hanging around you, period. Like when I used to come to Houston, I'd be like, girl, what you doing? I'm coming by your house.
Mm-hmm.
I come over there and chill. Kennedy, just because she dance and then I can read her all day, and she ain't gonna even remember tomorrow because she gonna be drunk. So she really
Okay.
So she was like, sister, we had a good time. Yeah, girl, you ain't got real.
You ain't got real drunk, girl. Cheers, Kennedy.
Definitely, the late great Sahara. I just felt like when it came to her and them legs, there was no stopping her. Now that's who was fool.
Baby.
I don't know what it is. Like when I get full, like I just have to go sit somewhere. But when her and Kennedy get full, they can dance the night away.
Oh, child, just like jumping beans all over the place. Girl, go sit down. Go sit down. And there are some you might get along with, or even vibe with. So your truth. How is your relationship really between you and Kennedy Davenport?
Me and Kennedy has. I don't think our relationship is strong. She gonna kill me.
Your truth, girl.
I think because Kennedy. Well, I can say this because it's my damn sister. Fuck, whatever.
Why?
I just feel like she just got into success. Like when she moved back from Florida, people really started trying to find out who Kennedy was and stuff like that. And like I just look at myself as being famous. So I mean, it's just like, girl, don't tell me nothing. You know,
you just been on TV.
I just be feeling like, girl, don't tell me nothing. But I know it comes from her, and it's just strong love from her.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of times I want to say, girl, shut up. And you know, I'm able to tell her that because it's my sister. And sometimes I love her, and sometimes I hate her, and sometimes I want to kill her. And you know, remember that time we was in Miss Texas and I wanted to kill her?
Oh my God, yes, girl. And I was like, oh, see, this shouldn't happen between the family. What do you do with this? They don't do that with me.
And I wanted to kill her, but you know, I stopped talking to her for a long time.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
And you know, she was like, sister, well, what can we do to repair our relationship? Well, girl, come on, let's fight and oh no, I'm not gonna fight you. So I was just like, okay, sis.
You gonna beat your sister up, girl. You gonna beat her up, girl.
But your mother is the cause of all of this.
She always is.
Because if she would have just like, because she listened to Kendra's side and she would listen to my side. Like, she thought I was being the bully.
Oh, so that really did it. That's what,
So
that really did it.
It took it to another level for me because I wanted to fight her and Kennedy.
Oh, Lord. What is the most common essence of Armani that you will always want to deposit in your kids and your grandkids?
I think it's just stay true to who you are. Never put on a fake facade for someone else. Always look up. You never know when somebody else is feeling down, so I always have that courtesy to give them the utmost respect until they disrespect you.
Okay, that's so true. Why does Alexis refer to you as her mini-me?
Cause that fat bitch be wanting me to beat her. Like, she always say I do the stuff that she do.
Girl, but y'all, you have to admit though, girl, when you first came around and stuff, you did do a lot of stuff. Like you even painted like Alexis. And then all your children started painting like Alexis.
Because that's how she was showing me how to paint.
She was building you to be her.
Yes.
Girl, you didn't know it.
And then so
Make me this. Make me that. Girl.
and she'll just make me this and she'll go and she'll lay down and go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, yeah, I was
And get up, you ain't cook.
yeah, I was cooking, sewing, everything all at one time.
But she loved every minute of it though, didn't you, sister?
Yeah.
And now you can't stand to do it.
Nope. So when she call, I have to think if I'm going to answer or am I just going to call her back.
Okay. Tomorrow. Pageants has evolved into a way of life for many and a hobby for some. When choosing a pageant, what motivates you to even compete for the pageant? The prize, the foundation of the system, or the prestige of the title?
I think it depends on the competition. I want it to be universe because I feel like, how dare you tell someone that you are part of the black LGBTQ plus a 1, 2, 3
Element of me. Girl, I'm sorry, Roxanne.
and you haven't been a part of Black Universe. And I felt the same way about Black America. So those two I had to be a part of because my family has been there, and it was just because they are in our ethnic culture that I feel like I had to be a part of it. USA, I always want to be a part of just because you, Mom, Kennedy. So, you know, it's family for me. And they never put me in a box. I feel like some competitions put you in a box, oh, we like this, we have to do that. Like, I feel like at USA, you know, I can go and be myself.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to worry about having on too much drag because, hey, me, you
I mean, USA, we love to drink.
Yeah.
So, you have done Continental. How does Continental make you feel?
I would like Continental. I do. I really like Continental. My first year there, I really fell in love with Continental. I love the flow of it or whatever. The other 2 times that I have been, I think it's basically been my fault not preparing the way Armani knows how to prepare for a competition, kind of listen to what other people say and doing it their way instead of doing it my way. So I think, like, next time I get ready to go, I'm going to just be Armani and not listen to.
And punch them in the gut.
Yeah.
Like, you can.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm tired of playing.
And pageantry, you are a gown diva, evening gown diva. Who designs your gowns and construct your gowns for you?
Well, a lot of times it's just me playing around the house. But JD Morton has done phenomenal work for me. Yeah.
And who else?
Martin Elliott did a few things for me, and I don't think it's like me saying I was a gown diva. I just think that society had gave me that name, and it's just been hard to deal and live up to.
That was the next question. Is that the title you aspire to have, or was it just bestowed upon you? Do you feel the pressure of having to live up to it?
I definitely feel the pressure because I feel like when you hear Armani Nicole name in the pageant, you definitely feel like you're coming to be entertained. And I'm definitely going to have on a gown.
Yeah.
So, I still try to give people, the greatness of coming out to enjoy the competition. And, it's many competitions that I've done that I haven't won. But, a lot of times I just really be there enjoying myself. Like, once, I don't know, like when I'm preparing for a competition, if something goes wrong in the middle of the competition,
you out of there?
I'm kind of over it.
Oh, girl.
And I'm like, girl, whatever happens, happens.
So if you would have been like me, falling off the stage and fucking up your mouth and stuff, you would have been out.
I fell off the stage in Pensacola one time. I finished the talent. I won the pageant.
See, girl?
I finished the pageant, won the pageant, was at the hospital that night.
So girl, don't ever give up, girl. If some go through, don't feel that way. Don't just go through the motions, because you never know what might happen at the end, girl.
I mean, it's just certain situations, like the year that I did Continental and Dorcelle Stevens was right before me, and like she did The Lion King, which was fabulous. But it's just like I just feel that I didn't have that respect that Continental coming behind her, because I was telling Coffee, wait, they still hollering for her.
So do you feel like in competition, you are watching the competition sometime and you feel like, I know this now, I just know it now.
Yeah, I definitely be.
So that makes you feel defeated?
It doesn't make me feel defeated. It just makes me feel like, oh, well, not this time, so maybe next time. Okay. And that's how and I can honestly say that's how I end up competing for the rest of the night. It just depends on which category it is. I'll be like, okay, just get me through this.
Just get me through this so I can get out of here. And I can't wait. And I felt like that in the pageant before. Why do you compete in so many systems, and what have you learned the difference in those systems?
Okay, so I've competed in a lot of systems because, like, that's my gimmick. Like, I like to compete. It makes you stay relevant. It kind of puts you back on your toes when you kind of get off your toes. So, I just like to compete because I like the drilling that I get when I'm competing. Like, girl, you know how many times I did Universe? Girl, I've been a fool so many times.
How many times you
at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think like 6 times.
Oh, like me? Okay.
So, like, I've actually been to Universe. Like, I wouldn't even be ready for Universe. I just go.
Really?
Yeah, because it was just like, hey, I would rather be in the pageant than just sitting in the audience. So I was just,
you love doing pageants?
Yeah.
So I'm going to just go to the pageant and...
Yeah.
I had that
So it was
conversation
like-
with somebody the other day, and they was like, well, I would go to the pageant just because so-and-so is giving up the pageant. I was like, well, to the point where you going, you wouldn't try to win? No, girl, because I really don't want to be. I go do it, though.
It was 2 times that they didn't call me out for the top 12. And one time was, one time Archie and them came back, you okay? You okay? Yeah. I'm going to sit down. You know, and Sophia was like, where is Armani at? Where's she at? I was already outside, so.
So you compete for on a national level a lot, and you have won many national titles. What title really is in your heart?
That's close.
That's close to your heart. They say in your heart, and I copy it just like y'all sent it to
me. I would have to say it would be Black America in Universe.
And why?
Black America is just because Benny Mosley is my father. When I went to Black America, I won my first year. My mom, I won on the year of my mom's anniversary.
Oh, okay.
So it's just like special to be there.
And it's something that you and her share together.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine.
And Universe is just because it was something that I wanted to be so bad.
Universe?
Yes.
And you competed so many times, just going just to go, so why not
Yeah.
actually win, honey?
I think I probably have little proceeds in the ownership.
We're gonna ask Tamisha. With all the many talents you have, both on and off stage, which is the one you appreciate having the most?
It will have to be the skill of my hands. I feel like it's no trials that I can't overcome, like when it comes to a zipper breaking or someone that's in the back that need help. You know, I'm always willing to help somebody else. I've been in a pageant and actually told someone, hey, stand in front of me, I can sew you up while like I'm getting sewed up.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's just like gaining a bond, because you never know where like that bond is going to lead. Like it opened plenty of doors for you.
I've gagged at many things that you have done, and things that you have done backstage to make it okay in a pageant, and you're amazing. You're like one of the most phenomenal backstage hands anybody could ever ask for. You know how to do makeup, you know how to do hair, you know how to sew. So, and when things go wrong, you know how to make it right, and they don't even clock it on stage. You're really phenomenal, and we have talked about that with other people, and I was like, I just never seen nobody do the things that Armani have done, and I have to commend you on that.
Thank you. Your mother calls me a witch.
One thing about drag you could not live without.
One thing about drag that I couldn't live without.
Of drag you couldn't live without. You can't live without them.
Oh, no.
If they take them, girl.
Oh, I don't know what I would do.
You get your breastplate. It's gonna be hot.
Oh, but no, like seriously, like I don't think I could live without my hands.
Cause they make everything happen.
Yeah.
They make everything happen. When you won NBA, you was a young boy. When you won MBU, you was a grown woman. Tell us about the transformation that took place mentally and physically right before the public eyes.
It would definitely have to be the transition, because I think it was done overnight.
You think?
Okay, I know it was done overnight. Yeah. And it basically wasn't even for me. It was for my daughter.
Who?
Alexis.
Really?
Yeah. Okay, so since she always want to testify, she was a girl before me. Okay, so Alexis had became a girl, and like I was with my son. I used to hang with my son Flanwell and all of them, and
Lord.
we used to go to the bookstores and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and all of that, and we used to cut up like that.
Yeah. It wasn't fun back then when you could have fun with your kids, your sons like that back then. Yeah, now they can't be bothered with you.
So, Alexis was a part of the gang, and when she transitioned, she wasn't
anymore.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So she didn't want to go like places with us because she felt like she was holding us back from things and places we wanted to go. Like when it used to be boys' night at the at the bathhouse on Tuesday. And we would say every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday. Like a club.
Yeah. And so she couldn't go anymore. So like she felt like really, really bad. And kind of depressed. So I was like, girl, I'm gonna become a girl. She said, stop lying. I was like, I am. And she was like, girl, whatever. And
girl,
that's how it all took place.
Are you? So how did it make you feel mentally though? Because now you have transitioned from this young man who you were and who you were gonna be or plan to be all your life until now, and you make this drastic decision to be this beautiful woman.
I deal with it every day. Like, I try like not to, even though like everybody says my body is big and stuff. I just try not to be noticed. Like, I try to fit in and just walk, you know. I don't put on makeup in the daytime and try to do all of that. You know, I just still be who I want to be. Like, I don't try to put on for nobody, like who they want me to be or feel like I'm in the scene, so I need to dress up for this person. I just go outside and just be me.
Who was your most trusted judge you felt had your back when you won Black Universe?
Judge?
Mm-hmm.
That's it on the panel?
Yes, final line. Do you feel like you had anybody in your corner that you was like, okay, well, I know they can root for me. They're gonna root for me.
I didn't know if they were going to root for me. Because let me tell you, like, everybody said, oh, Armani, you shouldn't go back this year because you have the first winner up curse. Because everybody who went back as first winner up, either second or didn't make the 5. And so, you know, that's what I was going into the pageant thinking. Oh, if I won last year, I know I can win this year.
So it ain't even about if they would sit down there or not.
Oh no, I was coming to make you know it.
Well, you really came to make them know it too. So, child, they really got their life, and I know I got mine.
Thank you.
At what point in your life did you feel broken beyond repair, and how did you get past it?
I think it was 2013. 2014. Was no secret, but I had went through a time where I was being convicted, set up to be convicted for negligent homicide.
Mm-hmm.
And I just felt like the community had turned their back against me. And, you know, people who didn't know what really was going on had their take on what they thought was going on. And, you know, like when it came public and, you know, my face was on the news and stuff like that, and people were sharing it and stuff, and I was just like, you know, you sit up here and you call me sister, friend, and all of this. How you gonna share this picture? Did you reach out and ask for help or anything? Or did you try to find out what really was going on? You know, so I just kind of took it for what it was. And like, I've never been a weak person. So, you know, a lot of people measure their success on things that they have accomplished in life and won. I measure my success on how many times I've fallen and how many times I pick myself back up. So you can't tell me that I'm not a fighter. You can't tell me that God doesn't have my back, because even at the lowest time of our lives, He was able to pick me up and restore me from any negative energy that the people was giving off. So
Amen.
I definitely believe that, believing in a higher power definitely helped me through the situation, even though, my peers had their back turned against me. I was already feel like I was covered by Him, so I was already perfectly fine.
Amen, sister. I know that's right. How do you overcome fear from the past when others still judge you on your past?
I really don't pay them any of mine. Just like the guy, like every time I felt like I was competing for something, he would make a post about that situation. And I've always been the person to work it out with my hands. And I just couldn't get to him.
To work it out with your hands?
Yes. But just being fearful and just not like worrying about what he had to say. And then my mom stepped in and she had my back on the situation, which made me feel a lot better about it. And just not paying him any mind, because he was fighting a demon of his own. So I mean, you can't fight mine.
I know that's right. What was your lesson you learned through all the things that you been through with the alleged homicide?
I learned that everybody that says that they're there for you are really not there for you, because sometimes they just want to be in your shoes. So they feel like surrounding themselves around you, and then when you take a hit, they can step in and try to fulfill your shoes.
You said my foot. Is there anything that you would like to let the people know about that situation that they don't know, or they think it's hearsay, or you want to put out there how you feel about any of it?
I just felt, at that time, I just felt like I was helping a friend out. And then, it turned wrong. I mean, and it was nothing that I can do, or it was nothing that I could say. People already had their preconceived notions on how they was going to take stuff. So, I mean, it really didn't matter if I would have went live or whatever and try to voice my opinion, how I felt about it, or what really happened, because dealing with sisters, they're going to see it their own way anyway. So, I mean, you could sit up there and say it was X, Y, and Z, and they're going to say, no, it was 1, 2, 3. So, I mean, I just refused to go back and forth with them. I knew what happened, and what they said happened, I know it's not what happened. Even, the medical record said that's not what happened, so.
Well, and it's all done with now, right?
Yeah.
Well, God bless you. And I'm glad you got through that, and you thriving strong, and you're still a strong, phenomenal black woman.
Yeah, most people say, oh yeah, she had to do time for that and stuff. No, I didn't. I didn't do time.
No time. But I thank you so much for having this sit down and talk with me.
Thank you.
The Boom Room Real Talk. We're gonna do some performances, so you can catch that performance, and it's gonna be called In the Boom Boom Room. We hope that you share this live, like this live, love this live. Please share it as much as you can. We have our cash apps down at the bottom. Show us some love if you can. If you can, we just appreciate you for being here. And I want to thank Armani for coming and having this sit down and this open up on the Boom Boom Room Real Talk. We love you here at the Boom Boom Room Real Talk, and you're more than welcome to come back anytime. Y'all show some love for my little sister Armani Nicole Davenport. She's gonna get up and go get dressed. And,